from the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity. And
it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, 47 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play,
in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Able to slither by. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Saints. Tre'Quan Smith from 21 yards away. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And the result here, a pickup of 8, leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 29 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Winston now to throw on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd and inches, Winston. Forced out to his left. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So we've reached half. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Flush to his right. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The first down throw for Winston. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Back now here live in New Orleans. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquez Callaway there to make the grab. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Winston to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll run it with Kamara. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
So a great second effort there as he's able to stay upright and get into the end zone.
I think not just a second effort. I think a 3rd effort was what got him in. Maybe possibly even a 4th.
Yeah, whatever it was, he was not going to be denied.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 8. 30 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final try for Mahomes. And he fends him off. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about